Let's talk to Jeff Moon, former Assistant U.S. Trade Representative for China. Jeff, welcome. Good to see you. Well, this is all very clever, isn't it? I mean, I wonder, could widespread use of this first sale rule undermine Mr. Trump's policy goals, like encouraging domestic production?
To a certain extent, it could, because it does lower tariffs. But this is a rule that has been in effect since the 1980s. It's been around for quite a while and was adopted even before there was a WTO. So the aim is not necessarily domestic production. This was purely about administration of tariffs.
What are the main challenges companies face when trying to apply the first sale rule?
Well, there are legal requirements and there are practical obstacles. The legal requirements are that the transaction between the manufacturer and the middleman needs to be at arm's length. It needs to be clear at the beginning of the transaction that this is an export to the United States. The parties need to be independent of each other, and if there is any relationship, they need to show that that relationship has not affected the transaction. And as your correspondent said, you need full documentation. Wow. That includes contracts, invoices, payment documents, shipping papers. It's quite a bureaucratic exercise.
It sounds like a bureaucratic exercise. It all sounds very expensive as well. I mean, is the saving that significant?
Well, it really depends on your business, because as you alluded to, you need to take this seriously. You need to probably establish a team. You need to have a process. You need to get consultants working with you. So it's only really worthwhile at scale, I think. This is not for small transactions or small importers. This is something that probably a larger importer would want to do.
And if they do want it and they start using it, I mean, it does beg the question, what's the point of tariffs?
Well, tariffs have been a part of our policy and revenue exercises for years. So there are tariffs that are involved here. It's just that they're a little bit lower than they would be normally.
Do you see this becoming a more mainstream cost-saving strategy over the next few, perhaps uncertain years?
Well, President Trump has dramatically increased tariffs. This first sale rule was not really used very much before President Trump's first term, and it's been used a lot more during his time. But as I said, in terms of widespread use, there are bureaucratic obstacles. There are also logistical obstacles. You need to get your middleman to trust you enough to give you the data about all the transactions that he's been doing with his manufacturers. He may not trust you that much. And then if you're working in China, the Chinese government has not welcomed people looking into the supply chain and figuring out all of those details. And then the U.S. government also will be scrutinizing very heavily. The Justice Department is prioritizing customs fraud. So if you can't document absolutely everything that you're claiming, then you could be causing yourself more problems than you're gaining in tariff savings.
Jeff, good to see you. Thanks for coming on the program. Jeff Moon, former Assistant U.S. Trade Representative for China.